Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and transgenders of all ages, we welcome you back to the Dynasty Dickz podcast, where your favorite Dicks of Dynasty are back in the mix. And tonight we have a special guest, one of my first owners that joined the Hall of Deferrals, the HOD League. His team name is Rick Grimes because he's a murderer. He's out there surviving. Uh, he's out in Tennessee, right? Where are you in Tennessee?
Yeah, in Tennessee.
Tennessee. You got that sweet cider, that sweet wine, the
Yeah, buddy.
sweet strawberry wine out there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So when you were drafting your team, I know how the draft was kind of it was interesting when we were doing the draft.
Yeah.
What did you how did you start out? And then maybe you kind of adjusted and maybe changed halfway. But how did that draft go?
The first couple rounds I wanted to target more along surefire things. I wanted to target Roman Anthony. He was a big target for mine. Now I am a homer when it comes to the Red Sox. I I really believe in Roman, and I thought he was going to be, well, I mean, it's still early in the season, but I thought he was going to do a lot more than what he has to this point, and there's still time to do that. But I wanted to target young guys that I could build the team around. Um, and then and then towards the back end to the middle end, I wanted to focus kind of more on, you know, cost controlled guys. You know, guys that I felt like that I could, the cost of them was low, but the high side of it was high. South Stewart being a big one.
He's good
But
money for you.
yeah, 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 he's done good. That was kind of where I went with it, is trying to find the cost controlled guys that were low on the salary spectrum, but also ones that I felt like could produce. And some of them have been good to this point. Some of them haven't. But I know the league itself has been ravished by injuries.
I've been listening to baseball talk when I would drive to work, baseball fantasy talk, and one of the guys, his name is Jeff Mans, and he would say, we just need to get rid of pitchers because these pitchers are just all of them are injured. Let's just do a team, like team
Yeah,
defense and fantasy football. Let's just do a
yeah,
team pitching because it's it. I don't know how many loose bodies and elbows I've seen
yeah,
uh, this year. So yes, injuries are a big, but like you said, like getting into that draft, you want to get that. I think number 6 overall was Connor Griffin at
yeah.
$2 million.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, you did you not get Griffin? I'm not looking at the roster, but you got McGonigal. Uh, and we're in tops here. I thought Griffin lasted a little bit longer in tops than it did in Rollins.
Maybe that may be the case because I know I have both of them in one league, and I got Griffin in the third, and I was like the 14th pick.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
got Griffin, and I came back with McConaughey, and
yeah,
I'm happy with my third and fourth pick. Yeah,
yeah. Well, I mean, part of it is it's not going just off this year. Yes, you want to be competitive and you want to win this year, but you want to build a self-sustaining team.
yeah, because you're going to get these guys for the next 3 years at this price. So you got Sal Stewart, what's he, 2 million?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, for the next 3 years, you got Sal Stewart, and this year he's producing.
Yep.
Um, let me see if my phone will work, and it's not working. But yeah, I got those guys. I got Chase DeLauder a little later.
Yeah.
Um, to get some of those cheap guys. Okay, let me go to the rosters real quick.
Yeah. I just checked. South Stewart, I have him for 12 million and 12 million 126. But even at that price, it's still a bargain.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 12 million. That's fine. Um, Sal Perez, you were hoping for a little bit better, but I mean, he's coming. He's got 80
Yeah.
points. I tried to get him from you because he's your second catcher, and you're like, no, Will Smith, no. Will Smith's taking too many days off. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's a kind of a bet move. You got Sal Perez as your number two. Like,
Yep.
yo, let me get Sal, man. Let me throw you a bone. But no, you got Sal Stewart, and he's got 188. So Sal is producing 12
Yeah.
home runs, 33 RBIs, nine doubles. Um, yes, yes, Sal's yes, and then you got Jose,
Yep.
Ramirez, the third baseman, who's doing what he does.
Yeah.
Ozzy, Ozzy's playing good. Second baseman
Yeah.
for Atlanta, he's playing
Yeah.
good.
I can't
Uh,
complain about much there. Yep.
and Pena, what's going on with Pena, man?
A lot of it is injury riddled. Uh, but Houston in itself has just struggled, and I, he's only been off the injured list. I keep wanting to say ILDL. I get him confused of what the hell it's called anymore. Um, but I think at the end of the day, his overline stats will be there, but it's part of it at the end of the season. If not, that's still a big decision on Pena and some of these other guys too.
And Riley, I mean, he's got 100 points. He's got 8 home runs. He's got
Yeah,
31 RBIs. I
Riley,
mean,
and my previous leagues that I have him in two other leagues. Last year was a big downfall for him, and I thought he was very cheap coming into the league this year, and that's why I picked him up. But Riley has been notoriously known for like a second half guy. He just gets on fire and he starts slow, but after the All Star break, he just goes crazy or close to the All Star break, and that's what I'm hoping on. Uh, but some of these guys are really streaky hitters, and if you get them all streaky together, well, if they're bad, they're bad. If they're good, you'll have the best team in the league. That's kind of where we're at right now.
and what's cool about this league is you could pick up some free agents. And
Yep.
this one free agent that I'm about to mention, Mr. Vargas, he's got you
Yeah.
140 points, and he's two
Yeah.
million. He's a free agent.
Yeah.
Uh, where'd Vargas come out of? Who is this Vargas guy?
Well, uh, hey, I I've had him in the past, and uh, he's always been there as far as a utility guy goes. And this year, I re I really don't know. We'll call it luck, man, because that's what it was picking him up. I mean, I can't bullshit you any other way around that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I mean 140 points from a guy you got off the waiver wire in a
Yeah,
55 round draft. That's
yeah,
yeah, I would call that luck too, man. But
Yeah.
that's what being active on the waiver wire. And what'd you pay? 25 cents.
Something like that, maybe $1. It wasn't anything crazy, but part of it that got me out there was the injuries. It's like trying to fill the roster and trying to make sure that I had an active roster to field a legitimate team. And at that point in time, it was hot. And part of the baseball thing is getting a guy while he's hot. Luckily, he slowed down some, but he's still producing.
Now, I don't know where you are in the standings. You might be like in the mix, sixth,
About
seventh, fifth.
I'm middle of the pack. When it comes to tops, when overall I'm 12th. When it comes to Rawlings and tops, middle of the pack when it's tops. I'm about 4, 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you can make a decision at some point. Do I want to trade this guy off and capitalize? Otherwise, you're gonna have to pay Vargas. Vargas' contract's gonna be because that those resigns are coming up at the trade
Yeah,
deadline. If you want to give Vargas a contract, you can, but he's gonna
yeah,
get paid how he's played. So he might be 20 something $1 million. And do
for
you want to
sure.
give him a 3-year contract at that amount? Or you can trade him now.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's part of it.
Yes. And Duran, first base, second base, third base, shortstop. He's playing all the infield for those Rangers.
Yep.
What's Duran's pretty good. That's another good
He
pickup.
that's another guy that started off really, really hot, and he's kind of slowed down a little bit, but he's he's given me a lot of versatility with all the injuries that's hit. And yeah.
And you got your boy Abreu, who's
Oh yeah.
who's performing.
Yeah, at his salary at 13 million, I'll take it. He's another streaky guy.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, Fred, Friedel, how do you say his name? Nothing. 50 points, 16 million. That's a little bust for you
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Um,
Yep.
Marcy, Marcy, 133. The rookie, second year rookie.
Yeah. Uh he come on strong last year at the end with Miami, and they they really had a lot of high hopes for him. And at the beginning of the season, he really, really struggled, but he's really picked it up here lately compared to what he compared to his expectations and what he was doing at the first half. Uh, More or less of what he's doing now is kind of what we expected. Starting to see some stolen bases. We're starting to see him consistently hit the ball a little bit more.
And Ward, I remember Ward was available in the draft forever,
I think I got him from you, if I'm not mistaken,
but he's got 163. He's one of your top guys.
for sure.
And that's his first year in Baltimore. He was on somebody else last year, right?
Yeah, Taylor Ward is like the last couple of years with Anaheim has been up and down like a roller coaster. And last year he really put it together for the Angels, and then they trade him to Baltimore. And each year, every fantasy player is like, "No way he's going to do that again. No way he's going to do that again." Well, this he's doing it right now. There's definitely no complaints there.
Hmm. And Will Smith is produced. I mean, he's got 86. He's playing here and there. Um, Will Smith's still probably going to be a top. eight catcher in the league when it's all said and done. Um,
I think part of that is because of the emergence of Dalton Rushing. I I think Will Smith might be on the back end of that, and I mean we'll see what happens with the Dodgers and the powerhouse that they have over there, but I I think the emergence of Dalton Rushing has kind of pushed him to the wayside. And like you were talking about earlier, the consistent playing time definitely has a lot to do with these MLB players. And when Will Smith isn't playing every single day or playing every 2 out of 3 days, and I think that can have effect. But Rushing has definitely earned his spot in the lineup.
I mean, Dave Roberts is good about that. It's like, let's get these guys time now.
Yep,
And if you're in any of these Dodgers chat rooms, it is the most like, I don't know how to explain it, but every day somebody needs to be fired, somebody needs to be traded, somebody's not doing their job right. But at the end of the year, it's like, give your credit to Roberts. Like, let's get these guys in and let's get these guys playing because
yep,
who knows? Are they gonna keep rushing? He's playing first base too for Freddie Freeman on his days off. Like,
yeah,
are you going to trade Rushing? Is Rushing going to go in this screwball deal? Like something like
yeah,
let's showcase the talent, showcase it so you can trade it. Um,
yep,
but but yeah, Will Smith's going to be there when it matters down the stretch. Rushing is getting his stuff now, and there's a lot of videos of I don't think anybody really likes Rushing. They might like him, but he's he's the youngster. I don't know. There's a lot of videos with the Dodgers of Rushing coming around. Otani, and Otani's like, nah, I'm out of here, bro. I'm not even gonna be around this kid right now because I didn't want to mess with him, bro. Like,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
Contreras, is that? Oh, that's 129. Oh, Wilson Contreras. He's that's your boy over there in Boston.
He's one of the few guys that actually have produced over there. And like your guy, Will Smith and Rushing over there, it's kind of like, well, the Dodgers are doing good. The Red Sox are dog shit. They can pitch like hell, but they can't hit anything. If it's not Wilson Contreras hitting a 2 run bomb, then we're not going to win. And he has been pretty good. We'll see if he's one of those guys that get moved or what happens in Boston of what they're going to do. Or is Boston going to sell off everything because they're dog's ass? Or is it going to be one of those things that Craig Breslow's seat is hot? So he just forces everything to make the lineup better. We'll see. But Wilson Contreras has definitely done everything that he's supposed to do.
Yeah, and I remember listening to a lot of baseball talk, and they were like, Contreras is pretty consistent. Like we know what to expect from this guy, and they're getting it.
Yep.
But to pick up back on your Boston, since you're a Boston fan, and I'm a
Yeah. Late.
Laker fan, so
Yep. Late.
let's talk about
Yep.
Boston real quick. So they had Devers.
Yep.
They tra well, no, they had Devers and they brought
Yep.
in third
Bregman.
baseman
Bregman.
Bregman. And
Yep.
then they were like, no, Bregman's gonna play third, you're gonna play first. And he said, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm not playing first. And then next thing you know, they trade Devers, their franchise player. They trade
Yep.
Devers and they get back Tibbs and some other pieces. And
Yep.
then they trade Tibbs and some other
Yep.
pieces to get Dustin May. And
Yep.
then Bregman and Dustin May both leave.
Yep.
I don't think Dustin May is doing any good, but maybe they got something good for Dustin May, but Dustin May's not doing nothing. Oh,
Uh, he honestly, I couldn't tell you honestly of what he's doing. The last time I checked, uh, he in St. Louis, it was when Boston played St. Louis, and he was throwing dimes and doing a whole lot better than what he did for Boston. Uh, there was a lot of turmoil going on over there after they fired Cora and got rid of all the coaching staff. And Craig Breslow had a view for things to be, and it's not been that way. Now they've played good on the defensive side of the ball. The last couple of years, it's been we need to improve our defense. We need to improve our defense, and they have. They have improved their defense, and they've pitched like hell. But when you can only score 2 runs a game or 3 runs a game, that's a problem. And when your record is, if you scored 4 runs, it's like 17-5 or the best record in the American League. And when you score over 4 runs, that's a problem.
how did are you from Tennessee?
I'm from Florida.
How do you why Boston, man?
Well, when I was growing up, uh, a a big part of it came from I was in Little League and I was the Red Sox. And of course, we all have had close family members die, and that was mine. My grandpa passed away. Grandpa's won and or the Red Sox won in '04. Sitting there watched them through the ALCS and everything that they did, and I fell in love with them, man. And
Oh
from there,
wow.
that was kind of it.
That
And
was the 3-1.
yeah, 3-0 from the Yankees.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I
Bro,
mean, I kind of yeah.
I was in jail.
No, I kind of fell in love with them, man, and I got lucky because a lot of these Boston fans have a lot of hurt from the past, and I got lucky at jumping in on the front end of that.
Yeah, do I remember I was in jail, bro. I was
Damn,
in jail for like a dirty marijuana test back in oh fucking four. You smoke marijuana, you going to jail in
yeah,
California, man. In California. And I remember
damn,
watching that shit and reading it on the newspaper because I would get the newspapers and check the stats.
yeah,
Polanco for you, that's a big bust.
it has been for sure. Uh, I didn't really expect a lot from him. I expected more. I expected some power, and the way he finished last year in Seattle, I was hoping that I was getting a buy or a buy low kind of candidate, or at least coming out equal. Going into the draft and going through the draft, you have to account for these things with the salary and getting these players. So you're filling all these spots. Having 3 utility, having was it 5 outfielders, a middle infielder, a corner infielder, a second baseman, a first baseman, third baseman. You even when you're only drafting 14 players to start or 14 teams, like with all these roster spots, you have to get creative with it. And I was hoping at the back end or whatever that Polanco would come through with some homers. The Mets have been a huge disappointment as well, and that's kind of part of it.
Yeah, 20 points. I don't know if it's injuries, um, but
Yeah,
at the very least, you thought he'd be playing every day because of his
yeah,
defense. But he
yeah.
was
I
supposed
was
to be playing first, right? No,
yeah,
yeah, he was supposed to be playing
yes,
first.
yes. When they first signed him, that's what the reports were that he was going to be playing first base. And then after Alonso left, it's like everybody was like, "Fuck that! We're going to put him at Polanco, or we're going to put him at second base." Now I don't follow the Mets crazily, so I couldn't tell you if that's exactly what happened, but it seems like that's what happened.
Now you have your boy Roman Anthony, your prized possession, who's
Yes.
injured, only got 30, only 63 points.
Yep.
Now, if you, as like, let's say if I became a co-owner with you, I would say
Yep.
to you, this is a prize asset, a
Yep.
prize prospect, and maybe you can include him with somebody else, and you could go out and get you know, Jordan Alvarez that's got 250 points. You could go out and get maybe try to get Otani with
Right.
him and some other things. Are you gonna try to trade Anthony to get something to go for it? Or are you gonna
I would.
just
I would. I would think it would in a deal like that. It would have to make sense. It would have to be for someone like Otani, possibly Jordan, but I still believe in Roman. I uh the injury history is starting to become a concern, but I still feel like that the talent's there, and I still feel like he is going to be a top whatever in baseball, whether it's top 10, top 15, top 20. I still feel like he's going to be there. It's a matter of whether or not he digs down deep. There's a lot of reports going out right now of whether he's actually injured or if he can play through pain tolerance. And that's a big thing. But as of right now, it would take a lot for me to move him because I still believe in him.
now I notice on your taxi squads, on your minor league squads, you
Yep.
have only three pitchers
Yep.
and you have a whole lot of bats.
Yes,
Any
sir.
particular reason you did that?
Uh, Part of it was because of the ranking system that I used and the way that the draft kind of fell. And the the guys that I was researching, uh, I kind of took it as during the draft is I'm going to take the best player available, and a lot of the hitters were higher up than the pitchers. And to be honest, I just went off that.
I like Fisher and I like George. At least for
Yeah,
the start of next year, I think those
yeah.
guys. I got George. Uh, um. Uh.
What about your
So
guy
yeah.
Quintero? You don't like him?
Oh, I trust me. I listen to a lot of Dodger podcasts, and if you want to listen to a really good Dodger podcast, it's
Yeah,
called I think Dodger Nation or uh, I think it's Dodger Nation, but it's with this guy, and in the off season he was talking with one of the guys that runs the minor leagues. He's been there for fucking 30 years in the Dodger
right.
industry. And he was talking about Tibbs and who are those other two fucking outfielders that the Dodgers have? DePaula
Yeah.
and the other guy, the little short running back looking dude. Um, I'm talking about, but he was like out of all of them, because he asked him a question. Out of all those prospect outfielders, which one's going to the Hall of Fame? He was like, if I had to pick one, it's going to be Quintero. Quintero's the guy.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Hope.
the guy that's going to be untouchable. I think Tibbs, maybe Tibbs, if he's playing well, I think he's going to be traded. One of
Yeah.
those guys is going to get moved, man. Um,
Yeah.
they got to. You can't keep all of them. I mean, you just signed Tucker for at least 2 years. You re-signed Hernandez for at least another year. I think maybe they gave him 2 years. And Hernandez has been raking, bro.
And
Teoscar,
Pages.
he's old. He's He should be a DH somewhere, but they ain't got the room for him.
Right. Yeah.
But his
Pages
bat,
looks like a damn beast, bro.
man, I should have drafted Pajes, dude.
Yeah. He's turning out to be a damn stud.
Uh, you got Bradish, who is still being a little bitch and not
Yeah.
coming out as that fucking starter as he should be. Still being a little bitch, but he's doing okay, right?
Yeah. 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 He's done all right. I don't know, he just after the coming off the injury, he just hasn't gone that six and a third. A big thing with this
And
league is
McLean, he fucked up in the WBC, but
yeah,
in the real season, he's doing all right. He's doing real good.
yeah. He got a shit pushed in like today, I think.
Uh, Toll, man, you got another fucking Boston. You're Toll. Toll's doing all right, right?
Oh, totally, yes. Yep.
Evaldi, another former fucking Red Sox.
Yeah,
Evaldi's doing all right.
yeah.
Damn, who's something Martin, bro? Who's this Martin cat?
Dude, he he is a big success or a big reason why the White Sox are such a big success. He is throwing damn dimes every time he takes the damn mound.
Free agent Martin,
Yeah,
179 points.
yeah.
He's gonna cost you a lot of money, brother. If you want to keep him,
Well,
he's
he
gonna.
keeps yeah, he keeps pitching like that. That ain't no issue.
Yeah, and everybody else is doing all right. Jensen, how's Jensen treating you? Has he been blowing some saves?
It's and I've noticed with this league that strikeouts are key. And if you have a starter that goes 5 innings and only strikes out three, he's not really going to do you a whole lot of good. If you've got a closer that jumps in there and he strikes out two, gets you a save, that's some good points.
At 12
So
points, something like that. Yep.
yeah, if you roster closers, they got to be doing what they're doing. If you're rostering starters, yeah, it's nice to have a start out there. And if they're getting 6 innings or whatever, if they're not getting the strikeouts, you're not getting the points that you want. So everything comes down to strikeouts when it comes to pitchers.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because Crazy Horse was in Discord and he was like, let's talk about some scoring changes to the pitching. And trust me, when I was doing the scoring, I was tweaking it and tweaking it. I tweaked
Yeah.
it. I did it once, and all the relievers were like in the top 10 picks when we draft. And I was like, no, we can't have that. Like, no, let me lower down holds and stuff. But when I was talking to a guy that runs like a Facebook, he runs the Facebook fantasy baseball league filler that's got, I don't know, fucking 10,000 people in there or whatever. I
Yeah.
was talking to him and he was like, hey, man, relievers are people too. And you can, the normal scoring is not like ours, but I I wanted to make sure that if owners were gonna hoard all the starting pitching, like
Yeah.
in one of the leagues, some guy went all pitchers for the first seven picks. He just
Uh,
drafted pitch.
I think it was Tops League. There was one of the guys in there that just went crazy with it.
Yeah. So you can do that. You can get all the pitchers, but
Sure.
and even myself, I drafted Duran and
Yeah.
Diaz and
Yeah.
Policia and Estevez and all those guys. And all those guys are not even on my team right now, bro, because they're all fucking hurt
Yeah. Yeah.
or so the reliever game is volatile. It's very, very volatile, but at least you can get 4 points for a hold, 7 points for a save, and the strikeouts. There's no whip, there's no ERA in this league. So
Right.
when I was going through the draft, I was like, well, fuck the ERA or fuck my average. My
Right.
batters, like fuck the average. If my average is bad, who cares? Like, let me get these points. And I wanted to have average in there. I wanted to
Yeah.
have I wanted to have more the sabermetrics, the more analytical, like
Yeah.
FIP and MOR, and
Yeah.
I wanted that stuff, but that only works for categories
Yeah.
leagues. So I was like, damn, I can't do that. If we do that, it. Man, I had some of these points when I was messing with them up to 5,000, like projections. Like some of these players were making 5,000 points, and I was like,
Man.
no, we can't do that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Shit.
all right. We went through your team, and you're in tops. So
Yep.
let me go to my roster in tops since
All
we're
right.
playing each other. We got the same record, 5-4. God damn, and I started off 3-1. Um yeah, let's go through my you're in
All
tops,
right.
right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me. Oh, you got Xenomorph, bro. My Xenomorph team has been on the rise the last 3, 4 weeks. I thought this
Hell
team
yeah.
was gonna be the bad team. Like I'm gonna have to start selling, but recently it has been rising. My catcher is probably my weakest point. Um, I had your Boston guy that hasn't done a goddamn thing this year, bro.
Yeah.
Navarez,
Yeah. That.
like he had 15 fucking home runs last year. This year he can't even get a fucking hit, man.
That's. Yeah. Old. Old damn Navarez or Narvaez. Yeah.
So I picked up Ruiz, former Dodger. He ain't doing shit. Okamoto, who wasn't doing shit, but then started hitting. Now he's up.
Yeah.
He's up about to 100. Brandon Lowe from Pittsburgh, my boy, bro. He be hitting home runs on the daily, dog.
Dude, it's like it's never been a question of what Brandon Lowe could do. It's always been a question of whether he could stay healthy. He stays healthy, he's a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Not to mention the next guy we're about to talk about.
Who? Caminero?
Yes.
He started off really slow.
I watched that son of a bitch hit a ball off his fucking ankles in Fenway Park. Dead fucking center. And it went out. It's like
He
that
just,
son of yeah, that's a bad motherfucker, man.
yeah. When I drafted him first overall and like number 14th overall, I was like, let me take this 22-year-old third baseman that just had 45 home runs. Let me take
Hell
that
yeah. Yeah.
guy.
He yeah.
Hasir Kim, 62 points, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
Soderstone, I thought he was going to get me some big things, but he's got over 100 points. He started off really fucking slow. This guy was really slow, but he's
Yeah.
coming along.
I think Soderstrom is like a consistent guy. He will at the end of the day, his stat lines, if you compare 2026 to 2025 or whatever, they're going to be round about pretty close to one another. I think he is a consistent guy that at the end of the day, the roundabout numbers are going to be where you want them to be, or where
Yeah,
you expect them to be.
let me get 25 plus. That's cool. Connor Griffin didn't even play at the beginning of the year, but now he has 107. Oh yeah, he's a real deal.
Yeah, you're damn right he is. Yes, sir.
He's a real Carson Benz has got 107. He's another 2 million.
Yeah.
He's batting leadoff. Okay.
Yep.
The Italian from Kansas City, Caglione, has only got 70, but I don't think he's playing every day. I don't think they put put him against left-handers or
Yeah. Let's talk about him for a second. I like he coming to this year after a rookie year where he started strong, kind of tailed off at the end, and this year's kind of been the same. It's almost like that sophomore slump where he has to figure out big league pitching because we know the pedigree and the talent is all there. He's got to put it into play. And right now, Kansas City, they come into the year having at least playoff hopes. But a big part of that was revolved around Bobby Witt Jr. and Pasquantino and Caglione. That was a big part of that, of coming into the year. And it feels like I know when Kansas City just played the Red Sox too. And I'm sorry to keep going back to the Red Sox, but it seemed like he hit every ball damn hard. He hit like we're talking about piss missiles, but they found the shortstop. But a big part of Kansas City's success is going to be revolved around him. And he's got the pedigree to do it. It's just up to him to figure out if he can adjust to big league pitching or not.
yeah, still we're still very early. We're
Yes,
still
yes,
only 9 weeks into the season.
yes.
Um, in
But that's
fantasy wise,
yeah,
you think it might be a long time, but the season wise,
no, because we're bringing all these teams are bringing young kids up and they expect immediate success. Like there's not going to be some kind of learning curve for these guys to go through everything, but they have to go through those things.
but Caglione was supposed to have maybe a season like uh the athletic first baseman Kurtz
Oh, Nick,
or
he's an alien. You don't find them guys on Earth very often.
Delauder I got. Damn, I got a bunch of young guys. Caglione, Benz, Griffin, Soderstorm, Camarino, though Delauder. Delauder's got 149. If he
I
can
bet
stay
you,
healthy.
yeah, I bet you felt like you hit the lottery with the first week and a half that he was playing, huh?
Delauder? Yeah.
Yes.
I should have traded him right then and there and got me Otani and Judge and everybody.
hell, hell yeah.
It was like 4 home runs, 6 home runs in the first 3 games or whatever that shit was.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
was nice.
yeah,
Julio Rodriguez started off slow. Him and Caminero started off slow. But now he's got 136 and Julio is going to be all right. Uh,
yeah,
Varsho's got 120. He was on pace last year to hit like 70 home runs and he got hurt. But then he came
yeah.
back for the playoffs and played well. He's playing well this year. Berger, fucking Berger's got 104, man. What you know about Jake Berger, bro?
Uh, I know last year I had him in, I guess it'd be keeper league, and he was dog's ass. But the year before, he it was like a 220 average. It was he was on pace for 30 or 40 home runs, you know. But last year he really wasn't consistent. A lot of strikeouts. His bread and butter is the home runs. If he's putting the ball in play and not striking out, that's a damn good guy to have.
He's got 55 strikeouts. He's got 10 home runs. And Andrew Vaughn, who I thought was one of my sleepers this year, thought he was going to do well, but he got hurt from the jump.
Yeah,
First game of the season, I think he went down, and he just got back in, and he's been hitting. He's been doing well. And Manzardo, this little bastard, he 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 wasn't doing nothing. I don't know if he was hurt. I can't. I don't even think he was hurt. He just wasn't doing anything and wasn't even playing. But now he's got 60. He's a young guy. Um, but he's been coming along lately in the past like couple weeks. He's been hitting.
yeah.
Manzardo's a guy I'd like to move. I would like to move Manzardo. You want Manzardo?
We might be able to figure something out, but you not to sit there and tell you my secrets, but you're looking at overall total points, and I'm looking at points per game, and even at 45 points at Andrew Vaughn at 2.81 points per game, that's
Yeah,
a
Steve.
pretty decent player there.
Yeah, and Vaughn, I'm telling you, he
Yeah.
hasn't played much, but when he's been playing, and
Yes.
I had a guy that joined the Discord. I had to kick him out because he never responded, but he was like, I would drop Vaughn and I would drop this guy. And I was like, no, bro, hold on. We're not dropping Vaughn, bro. He's not even healthy. And then Vaughn came back and smack, 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 smack. Like he's
Yeah.
getting 3, 4, 7 points a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Navarez at 0.83. Navarez gotta go, bro. Who's the backup catcher for fucking Boston, man?
Uh, that'd be Narvaez. Well, that they've got so much of a fucked up shit going on over there. It's last year Connor Wong went into the year as the lead catcher, and then he hurt his thumb, couldn't hit for shit, and then Narvaez kind of went out of this, come out of nowhere. Um, but Narvaez had that consistent playing time. Part of the problem that they have in Boston is they don't know how to split that playing time up or designate guys who's going to be the starters and who not. That's when you talk about Duran and Yoshida and Anthony. They've got so much of a long jam over there, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Narvaez hasn't got a consistent run of anything going on. And that's a big problem. Well, I say a big problem. I'm not in the clubhouse. I'm not around there, but just by the reports and seeing everything that's going on, it's hard to find a good groove when you're not finding consistent playing time. And Narvaez and Wong is kind of the same thing.
I mean, Navarez is probably the better defensive catcher.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
absolutely. Those
but they're
Venezuelans are
yeah. Right
just
now they're searching for offense, so they're going to ride the hot hand. If Connor Wong has 2 hits in a game, Narvaez is going to sit for the next three. They're
yeah,
they can't buy a run right now.
and I'm stuck with him because he's 10 million and he's on a first year contract, and I don't really have uh an adequate backup. I've got Ruiz in there right now that I just picked up, and I don't want to take that cap hit. And
Yeah,
I'm playing very conservative when it comes to these cap hits. Maybe there's some other teams out there that said, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. I'm dropping
yep,
these guys and I'm picking
yep,
up and we got this spreadsheet, my friend. And
yep,
this spreadsheet is keeping up with all of that, and that's gonna carry, bro. Just because it's this year doesn't mean it ain't next year as well, my friend.
yep,
He's on a
yep,
3-year deal, and that shit's gonna count.
yep,
But Muncie, my boy Muncie, I probably got him in like the 23rd round, maybe later. 140 points. My boy Muncie. He's gonna strike out a lot, but he's gonna fucking hit some fucking bombers. And he's got
Yeah.
140. I
Yep.
picked up Williamson, Ben Williamson, second base, third base, Tampa Bay. He got traded in that big trade they did um, with Tampa Bay. I don't know. Was that Boston?
No, I don't think so. It it may be, but I don't think so.
But he was known for his
Seattle, Seattle.
defense.
I think he come from
Seattle,
Seattle.
yes. So I picked him up. He's a free agent. McConaughey's got 170, 79, scoring almost 4 points a game.
Yeah, that's what
Not
jumps
too
out to
many
me.
home runs, but a whole lot of hits and a whole lot of
Yeah.
walks. He's got
Yep.
more walks than strikeouts for a rookie. Yes, McConaughey. Oh shit! I just fucked this shit up on my phone. Hold on.
No, you're
Tovar,
good.
I got man. Tovar is a fucking a bust, bro.
He
10 million, and you can't hit in Colorado.
I mean, yeah, that's a good question. I heard a weird stat the other day that was there's more people hitting under 200 than there are people hitting over 300. And that's fucking crazy. So, I mean, we grew up in the era of offense like crazy. Tony Gwynn, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, and those guys always put the ball in play. Strikeouts
Yeah,
are
these
through the roof. Offense is way, way down. Now, is that a concept of the 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 way organizations operate, or is that because of players?
yeah.
Yeah,
You want to take a piss break real quick?
let's take a piss break, bro.
3 minutes,
All right,
2 minutes, 2 minutes, maybe a minute and a half, minute and a
all
half.
right, all right.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on. We're taking a piss break. No. Actually, a piss break. Yeah. I know, but you're a champion here and he's already built because you're a champion. People don't need to be hearing it. Hey, baby, we're good. You're a champion. You're fine. You know that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not that. Around the thing.
And and Ramos, as we're back in it, Ramos, that fucking outfielder for the Giants. I mean, he's got 80 points. He hasn't done much, but I was expecting more.
Honestly, I was too. I've in the past I've had several opportunities to trade for him. I never did it because of the strikeout rate, but the the consistency of what he does. No, it's not a 285 average and 30 home runs or anything like that, but he's shown that he can hit the ball and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark. And the pedigree of what he came with, you'd always hope that there was something more. It just hasn't come to play yet.
And then Tommy Edmond, who I drafted thinking he's gonna be back in a month.
Yeah.
No, he ain't gonna be back at all. He ain't gonna be back at all.
No, man. When he
Maybe
was
come
with
playoff time, maybe, but
Yeah, when he was with St. Louis, he was an absolute stud. Absolute stud. What the fuck happened to him?
no. He was a stud for the Dodgers. He was a fucking NLCS fucking MVP. Like he's
For a
a
month?
fucking stud.
For a month, man. Fuck.
Yeah. Those ankles, man. It's those fucking
Yeah.
ankles, man. Some players just need to cut off their ankles and put some robotic fucking titanium steel and put their feet back to them and just let them go, bro.
Hell yeah. I mean,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
hey, we'll roll his ass out there in a wheelchair. He'll still hit better than some of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. Uh, my pitching, Schultz, rookie, he just got called up. He had one good game, couple, little
Still,
whooper.
yeah, still as far as like a building team, that's not a bad one there, especially on the salary. You have time to let him develop. Not a bad one right there.
Plus, he's 6'10". I mean, he looks like fucking Randy Johnson out there, bro,
Yeah.
hitting birds and shit. Uh, Wheeler's got 114, and he's only been pitching like 3 weeks, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, what he make 3 starts?
Yeah, 3 starts. He got 114, bro. Maybe three or
Yeah.
four.
He's
Who
he's
else
made
now?
6 starts. Holy shit.
Suarez, Atlanta. He's doing all right. 102. He's doing all right.
Yeah.
Um, Bubich or Bubik.
No
He's hurt.
boobage.
He had 110.
Yeah.
Something junk. That guy needs to be dropped. I should have dropped him today and picked up somebody. Junk is fucking junk. That's what he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Junk is fucking trash. He is garbage. Throw that guy out. Pick up somebody else. Do not roster junk on your fucking fantasy. I'm gonna drop his ass tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Lambert. I was so busy I didn't get to start him the other day. But Lambert's been playing well for Houston.
He's been a
Um,
surprise since he's come out of Colorado. Honestly, not bad. Never expected that.
I'll tell you another disappointment. 15, oh, 13 fucking $1 million disappointment. Shane Smith, the White Sox. He pitched
Yeah.
once, got rocked, and we ain't seen nothing of him since.
Yeah. It looks like that's another injury for you.
Brian Wu.
Well,
Wu's got 142. I traded in the beginning of the season. I gave up Duran, the Philly closer. I don't know. I think the Philly I think he's been injured on the Philly side. I think he got
Uh,
hurt.
he was at one point in time, but I don't know if he's come back or not. We can look into that. Uh,
He might have came back recently, but he's been
yeah,
out.
yeah, he's
But Wu
healthy now, but yeah, he was hurt.
Wu got me 142. And I will tell you, I don't even think I have him on this team. It's on my other team. But Detmers, Reed Detmers, that boy. If you look up his baseball savant, that's probably when I was doing my draft. I would always check Fangraphs, and check the prospect report and their 40 out of 50 of raw power and their hit tool and 50 of 5
Yeah,
of 60 in this. And if you look at baseball savant, that's when I've been out of baseball for like 6 years, and this is the first year back. And my teams are in the mix, man.
yeah,
And but I looked at baseball savant to see whiff rate and barrel rate and all these other fucking rates on there that I've never heard of. But you once you see all the red on there, all that red. If you look up
yeah.
Reed Detmers, all his shit is fucking red.
Hell
Who else
yeah.
I got? Who else I got? Um, Kikuchi's a fucking bust. Fucking Kikuchi. That fucking stinky ass pussy motherfucker. That son of a bitch. He's busting this year, dude.
Yeah, man, he was so good with them last year.
Yeah. And Urena from the Angels, if you look up his baseball savant when he was a free agent, I picked him up. I should have picked him up on both sides, but I didn't. I picked him up on one though. But if you look up his baseball savant, all his shit is red. His sinkers, 98 miles an hour. His fucking fastball is 102. His fucking, all that shit is fucking just ridiculous numbers.
You're right.
And let's see how old he is real quick. He is 22 years old. Wilbert Urena. He's from the DR. That guy's pretty good. Now let's go ahead and look at the players. See if I can go to the players, and let's go to uh, let's go to all. So Otani, of course, is number one, and
Right.
that's why he should have been one overall. And I think no, somebody traded number one overall in one of the leagues,
Yep.
but everybody went with Otani, and he's got 348 right now. Fuck. Fuck. And he's kind of had a bad year batting wise.
Yeah, he
Mizarowski.
has.
Mizarowski's number two, bro.
Yeah,
Mizarowski is number two.
yeah,
And he was a fourth rounder, maybe, third rounder,
yeah,
maybe. Mm.
yeah. Mizorowski is a fucking beast, man.
Mason Miller. Is it Mason?
Yeah,
He's number three, and he's a relief pitcher, the closer. I could have took him, and I did it. I was too strung up on fucking Diaz. That's where you fuck up. You
yeah.
don't
I was
draft
gonna,
your
yeah,
favorite teams, bro.
yeah, I was gonna take him, but I wanted to keep on with my hitting, and I was gonna take him the round after that he went, and that goes to show that if you want your guys, you got to take them.
Is it Carlos Sanchez or Chris Sanchez?
Yeah,
Philly.
Christopher Sanchez. Oh yeah,
Number 4. James Wood is number 5. Wow. Wouldn't have
yeah.
thought that.
No, I wouldn't either. As much strikeouts as he has, but he's been hitting the shit out of the ball.
Jose Ramirez, your boy, number 4, keeping you keeping you in the mix is fucking
Consistent,
Ramirez.
consistent as fuck, man.
Dude, last time I played baseball was 6, 7 years ago, and
Yeah,
and he was like maybe number 8th, 9th overall in the draft.
yeah.
And look at him now, man.
Nothing but consistent, man.
Jordan Alvarez, number 7.
If he's healthy, that that son of a bit. I know as a Dodger fan and as anybody other than Red Sox, he is clutch and he hits the ball hard.
Yeah,
That man, that
we
remind
had that
that
guy, and we traded
yeah,
him
that
away.
no shit. He reminds me of Ortiz so much. It's not how clutch he is, how calm he is in the box. It's insane.
Mm. Bellinger, number 12. Wow.
Yeah, that's a shock.
Dylan Cease, 13. Mike Trout is number 14.
Hell yeah.
Miguel Vargas, a former Dodger, is number 16. Oh my God. I had a trade. Now the trade was bullshit. It was Vargas and somebody else that I can't remember. And it was for Snelling and DeLauder or something in the very beginning of the season. I was like, nope, I'm not giving that up. I'm not trading for any former Dodgers that couldn't make it, but I'm glad to see Vargas is fucking producing.
I could be wrong. I'd have to look in it, but I think you're thinking of two different Miguel Vargases.
I might.
I think the
Miguel
Miguel
Vargas on the
Vargas,
White Sox is not the same
I could be
dude that
wrong.
was on the Dodgers.
I could be wrong. Let me look it up.
I don't know. I mean, I might be wrong
You could be wrong. I could be wrong.
because he was an outfielder, or at least
Yeah,
that's where the Dodgers put him because they had no room anywhere else.
dude, I'm thinking of the damn shortstop. My bad. That's on me.
Okay, so let's move to the and you're in tops, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirk Diggler, that son of a bitch. I should have never brought him to this league. That son of a motherfucker. That guy. Me and him ran our last league that we were together. It was a sabermetrics league, and we had FIP and MOR and WOBA, WOBA. We had all kinds of fucking crazy shit. And it was all kinds of crazy contracts. I don't know if you ever played OOTP out of the park online on your computer where you can control fucking hot dog prices and shit. But all of that, he created this, and the way that draft went is the first overall draft pick was, let's say, 20 million. So if you want to take this guy at this spot, he's going to cost you 20 million. And then
Yeah.
next round it was 18 million. and then next
Right.
round it was 16 million. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when we got down to it, I remember I drafted Tatis, Fernando Tatis, when this was the year he was like gonna be in the lineup. And he was like maybe 7 million or 8 million. And they were like, man, what are you doing? I was like, bro, I'm locking these motherfuckers up.
Hell yeah.
Like, I can give them a 5-year contract at this amount. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get these guys. That was I had Wander Franco, I had rest in peace, child molester motherfucker. But I fucking I got Forrest Griffin. Was his name Forrest Griffin or Forrest
Whitley.
Whiting?
Forrest Whitley.
Forrest Whitley, that son of a bitch. He never even made it out of fucking the minors, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. He was supposed to be the next Nolan Ryan, you know. I think he's made a couple bullpen appearances, but nothing much more than that.
Yeah, so Dirk Diggler, I mean he's got 3,600 points. Haro, Haro's throwing stars, Haro throwing stars. 3,800. That's another guy. He was on the podcast right when we started. He's cool. And he's got 38. Master Chief, bro. Master Chief's got 32. So there's a big gap right there. Those
Yeah.
two, man. Those
Yeah.
two, Dirk Diggler and Haro's throwing stars, man. Those guys are tough right there.
Yeah. I would talk shit, but I can't.
Crazy Horse, man. I thought Crazy Horse was gonna suck ass because he had like $200 million after the draft,
Yeah.
but he's fucking fourth overall.
Yeah.
Iron Fisting. I don't know if this is the particular league that he drafted all the pitchers in. Um, it might have been
Yeah.
Rick Grimes, number 6, 5-4 with 3,000 points, and then 2,900, 2,900, 2,800, and Xenomorph 2,600. Fuck, fuck, man. We're 600, 800 points back from the top two, dude.
I know. I'm hoping for some health and some consistency, and then we'll get there. But like you said, it's not just about the regular season. You got a whole lot going on here.
So right now, are you like trying to hit up, riddle me this, and be like, hey, yo, you want to give up this old dude, and I'll give you some of these young guys?
I I think I will be here in a couple weeks. I want to see how things go out or come about. See see how my guys are playing. What I really need. This is a new league, so the point system is very very different. I think I've got a gauge on it, but you never really know. So I want to see where I'm lacking in points, and then I'll attack it that way. I know I have the farm system, the prospects to deal from if a, if somebody's willing to go that route. Because I've got some top guys in there, and I got some rising comers too. So I know I can go with that route if I need to. I've got the assets to do it. It's just a matter of really finding my weaknesses and then going from there.
And what's cool, I mean, do you think this scoring is different than other points leagues?
Yes, yes,
Why?
very much so. I think there's there's a specialty putting on certain things, and you have to target those certain things. For instance, last week before, something like that, Matthew Liberatore threw 5 shutout innings. He had 3 walks. He only had 2 Ks, but the points total wasn't up there. Now I had a guy that went 5 innings in the same way, gave up 4 runs, but he had 10 Ks and he got 4 points. Strikeouts is a big thing. When it
Do
comes
you,
to pitching, absolutely, and
do you
even
think
on offense.
do you think anything should be changed on the pitching side?
Um, personally, uh, yes, I think that we could figure things out, but this is the first year of a growing league, Ben. I mean, it's been a good, successful league to this point. It's been a healthy league. Absolutely. Even in a league that I've been in for 10 years, we are constantly making adjustments. So I think that even to this point with our league in the first year, if we're not trying to make adjustments, then it's not what we think we are. I think that we should all try to constantly get better, try to adapt, overcome, and that's where I feel about it.
Yeah, and the way the points were scored, I was trying to put the points in there and then redo the projections so I could get the top
Right.
the first round pitchers where they needed to be. And once they were
Yeah.
there, then
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this looks good. And then let it run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's no ERA, there's
Yep.
no whip.
Nope.
Nope.
And yep. And hell, man, there's there's nothing wrong with it. If I was you, I'd definitely be proud of the thing that you built here. Absolutely. This is a damn good league. But if we're not all trying to constantly get better, then we're not going to grow from it. I think growing from the league is awesome, and I learned that in my first big league. It was a dynasty league that it's a 30-man league, 40-man rosters, real life salaries, and everything like that. And it took a big learning curve on my behalf to get to where I'm at now. And personally, hell, I've learned a lot from it, and I still got continuous things to do on personal growth with that. But as far as the league goes, man, hell yeah, job well done on a first fucking year. Fuck yeah, hell yeah, you should be proud of that shit. Hang your hat on the wall. Fuck yeah. But I think we should continue to grow from here. Like the idea of what you planted, the baseline of what you gave, fucking awesome, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean the leagues we got a lot of stuff coming up that
Yeah.
is decision making. All your guys that are
Yeah.
on your team right now that are free agents, like,
Fuck yeah.
do you want to give them a contract? And I'm gonna rerun the values, and your dude that's got 150 points right now, that fucker, he's gonna be 25 million. Do you want to
Hell yeah.
sign him right now for 3 years? And you're gonna be
Yeah.
like, you know what? That's a lot of money. I think I'm gonna let him walk. And then next year, or when the season ends, in the off season, we're gonna have an
Yep.
auction draft where people are gonna be $1, $2, $3, $4,
Yeah.
$5, $6, and he might go to fucking 35 million. Who knows?
Hell
I don't
yeah,
think
dude.
Will. Who knows what he goes to? Who knows?
Yeah.
You got to take that risk. Um,
Yep.
but God damn it, my phone froze. God damn it. But yeah, but then even then, like if like you are number six right now, so fall back. You could fall back into the 7 to 10 range, and then
Yeah,
you're going to be in that play-in tournament, like the basketball NBA. You're going to be
yep,
in that play-in tournament, so you can decide, hey, do I want to win this wild card game and get into the playoffs and try to win, or do I want to lose? And then I'm going to go
right.
to the lotto bracket and I'm going to get some more lotto balls if I can win the lotto ball bracket.
Yeah. There's
There's
so much into it, man. There's so much into it.
no other leagues do that, right?
No, fuck no, man. It's
Oh,
it's
once you're
it's
in,
either
you're in, and you're out, you're
yep,
out.
yep. It's either you're the best or you're the damn worst. You're either going for it or you're not.
Yeah, and that usually has teams. Fuck, I'm not paying attention anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I don't care anymore. I'm going for the worst, or my team
Yeah,
sucks. Like whatever. I don't care what happens. I'll see you in the
yeah,
draft.
yeah,
But and even if you're the last place team, you're gonna have a bye, maybe even two buys. I don't know um how it works like right in front of me, but you might have two buys in that lotto bracket. So people are gonna play a week, and then they
yeah,
face you. And if you win, you go to the championship. So you're still going to get some balls for finishing third. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You're not going to get the most balls, but you're going to still get some balls. And just because you finish 14th, you're getting 6 balls automatically because you sucked. But
but
you're
yeah,
getting you're getting automatic balls wherever you stand, 14th,
hell yeah,
13th, 12th. You're getting automatic balls for wherever you stand. But if you
yeah,
win, that's the seventh seed, which you could be because you're number 6 right now. You could drop to 7. And let's say
I
you're like,
could.
nah, man, I'm not gonna fuck with Dirk Diggler and the Harvard Stars. I'm not fucking with these guys. So let me just lose. And then you lose that game, and then you go through the lottery bracket and you win, and you get 5 balls because you won it all. So now you got 5 balls, and the 14th place team has got 7 balls, and we do the lottery and shit. You got number 2 overall,
Yeah,
maybe number
fuck
3
yeah,
overall, maybe number 1 overall. Who knows?
fuck no. I'm going to the playoffs, bud.
Thing about baseball, you
You
can get
never
these
know.
picks. Like I
Yep.
traded Gleyber Torres. I traded Gleyber Torres, and I got Eli Eli Willits, the
Mm,
number 1 overall draft pick this year. When am I gonna see Eli? In 2 more years from now?
yeah, because we possibly have a lockout coming in 2027, so you
Well,
can't
yeah,
bank
but
on
he's
20 swings.
like
2027.
17 or something, 18. It's gonna be
Yeah,
2 years in football. I'm gonna see those players right now. If I'm getting a first rounder,
absolutely. Yeah,
that guy's right now. Basketball
but
right now. Baseball. So it's the only I guess I don't know. The only I mean he's if you traded for a first rounder, he might be $3 million and you have him for 3 years. Or
yeah,
he might be $300,000 and you got him for 3 years. But he can stay on your minor league team until he hits 150 at bats or 50 innings pitched. That might take 4 years,
yeah. It damn well could.
but he can stay there. And our taxi squads are going to grow 5 spots every year. They're at 15 right now, and they're going to grow till 20, till 25, and then to 30, and then they'll cap.
Yeah.
So you can have guys chilling, and then once you bring them up, they might be $300,000.
Yeah.
I don't
But the
know.
thing is, but you just traded for you you traded for him. That's a number one draft pick. Well, one of the top draft picks. And all of a sudden you've got Griffin, you got McConaughey, you got Willits. Because I tell you right now, the Nationals are the number, or not the number one, but they are one of the top scoring teams in the league this year. CJ Abrams ain't going to be around much longer because Willits is the future. So, I mean, to have that core for, I don't know, even at 3 or 4 years, by the time they all get together and they get established, like, hell yeah. Like, that's what you want. That's what you wanted when you put in put in writing who's going to be Andrew Friedman, who's going to shit down their leg. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can win now, but next year you might be at the bottom of the totem pole, or vice versa. That's part of it.
I'm trying to look at the standings from the other side. Um, what division do you think is the toughest?
From what I've heard, is Rawlings is going to be tougher than Tops. But I'll tell you from
What do you mean
personal
from
experience,
what you heard?
yeah, just by or just by damn chats and stuff like that. But I, I will tell you that from the Wrongs division, I play with Brett and a deep dynasty league. And that guy's the real deal.
Who's Brett?
He's in. Let's see if I can look at him.
Oh, that's the Millers, St. Paul Saints
Yes, that's
and
Brett.
Minneapolis Millers. Yeah, when we
Yeah,
did one of the first after the draft
yep,
podcasts, we looked at his team and we're like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be money.
yeah.
Um,
He's good. He's no tough match. Me and him are currently going head to head in another league, and he always seems to be there, no matter what.
yeah,
Brett
he's
is a
fifth and eighth right now. Um,
yeah, he's a tough customer, man.
and Newport, that son of a bitch. Newport, he's always hating. He hated so much when I did that trade for Fernando Tatis. He was
Yeah,
like, I could have gave more. I was like, bro, nobody in the league was trying to trade for Fernando Tatis, bro. I can tell you that right now. Nobody.
yeah,
And I don't know, maybe, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I didn't give a lot for him. I gave a second. I gave a top prospect, like a top 15 pick this year, Killian, whoever that guy is going to be. I
yep,
gave Angel Martinez, who's been fucking balling and has more points than Tatis. And I gave Rocker, who probably hasn't done nothing. So maybe my shit was garbage for Tatis. But Tatis still hasn't hit a fucking home run, man.
I think he's got one. I think he finally hit one yesterday or the day before. I think he's got
Oh,
one. I think he finally did it.
I don't know. I don't think so. Man, I'm gonna have to look. But I was like, let me just scour, these teams that have no wins and
Yeah,
let me see. And I was like, Tatis, oh, this guy wants to move him. He's not doing shit.
Yeah.
This is the Tatis that since he
Yep.
got busted using steroids, he can't hit another home run. Let me try a trade for this guy. And and I got him, and whatever. And he was a top 11 pick. That's where he drafted him.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you never know with trades, man. You think that you got the win and you don't, or you think you fucking lost or second guessing every single thing. You never really know. I mean, as far as Tatis goes, I we all know he's better than what he's done. His hard hit rate, you were talking about baseball savant earlier. It's all in the
Yep.
red. It's all in the
He's
red.
he's hitting the ball fucking hard, dude.
Yes. Just because they don't go out of the ballpark doesn't mean he's failing.
So it's gonna. I mean, what's this? Week 9. So we about almost halfway there. Week 20, it's playoff time, wild
Yep.
card time. So
Yep.
we about halfway there. So you don't do fantasy football?
I do.
Why aren't
I
you joining
I
our league?
I do like a half-ass league with my family and friends. Like we're not like in depth detail. I used to be. I used to be. And if you end up needing one to fill out shit, I'll do it. But I'm
Hmm.
not in depth like I was, man. And that's the reason I didn't do it because I haven't. I I failed off on that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's fine. I don't want to. I never want to force people to play because if it's like I've had some owners join baseball or join football, and I don't get a response from them, and then I'm
Yeah.
just like, nah, man. Or they're like, I'll play this year, but I'm gonna quit after next year. It's like,
Right.
no, bro. Like the commissioner that
Yeah.
I was supposed to have, I was like, no, dude, you just go ahead and go, man. Let me
Yeah.
get a replacement. Like, I don't want to do that. And I'm happy. I really like the Discord. Me personally, I like it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's active, man. Whether it's not baseball, it's football or basketball, it keeps the sports conversation going. Absolutely. And that's what we're here for.
yeah, and one of those guys was like posting his league in the football like Fantrax chat, and that kind of irritated me. Like
Yeah.
like because I don't do that. I don't join leagues and then try to fill my leagues while I'm in that league. I just feel that's rude. Or at least I'll talk to the commission and be like, hey, can I post my league here or something?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I told
Yeah.
them in the Fantrax chat, I was like, hey, if in the Discord, I will create a find fill league type thing.
Yeah.
But just keep the Fantrax chat. I didn't even want to use the Fantrax chat anymore. I want everybody on Discord. That's where I
Yeah.
want. And at least for baseball, we have everybody there except for maybe 2 or 3
Right.
people. I want everybody there. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah.
I don't have any probably I don't have any problem with people wanting to fill leagues, but just do it in the right channels,
Yeah.
because I don't want to be people thinking like we need 7 more owners. It's like, no, we do not need 7 more owners. This is a guy that's trying to fill his league and stuff like that. Uh,
Yeah.
but but
Now let me ask you this. All right. So we're in the same football league together. I have 101 and I'm drafting B. John Robinson. How would you feel about that? Is that the right choice?
what you got to explain more is it a super flex?
Okay. All right. No, just regular draft. No
So it's a
super
one
flex.
quarterback.
One quarterback, two running backs, three wide receivers.
Okay. Yeah, that's I mean, that's fine, I guess, if you think Bijan is the one, sure, man. That's where you want to go. I mean, where else would you go? Like Gibbs? No. Like,
Mm,
would you go would you go like I don't know, Chase or any of them? Like I think
No,
Bijan's right up there.
yeah. Uh, JSN, I think he's a first round pick, but I don't think he's like a 101 overall.
No, I don't think so either. Especially because after you win the Super Bowl, you know, he ain't playing as hard the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
know,
So if you had 101 overall, standard league, one quarterback, who would you go with?
let me look it up real quick. We're talking dynasty or redraft?
Redraft, straight redraft.
And this is sorry, I'm trying to
You're good, man.
redraft rankings. Shit.
If I played, that's what it'd be. I'd be going off Field Yates and Yahoo. Just Field Yates is ESPN, but that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah, I would either be going Gibbs, Bijan, or Chase. I think JSN is right there as well. I mean, according to these rankings. Uh, but yeah, Bijan, probably Bijan. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that. I like that just because he doesn't even have a backup anymore. His backup left.
yeah. Changes a
Yeah,
lot.
I think that's that or Gibbs or I mean Chase is the safest pick, I guess. Chase probably might score more points than both of them. No, I go Bijan. I mean, I don't know. Gibbs is good too, man. Uh, Gibbs lost his backup too. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
both lost their backup.
yeah,
I'm not worried about Pacheco.
yeah.
I don't even know who the backup is for Bijan right now.
It don't
Yeah,
matter.
you know, I think that's interchangeable.
Yeah. If
I'm
you
a
still
Gibbs
need,
kind of guy, so
yeah,
I don't know if, yeah, but I guess you don't pick quarterbacks that early. When's the first quarterback come off the board? Yeah.
round two or three,
Yeah.
in
No.
a redraft league, in a redraft, you're talking about keeper leagues and dynasty leagues and stuff like that. That changes everything.
Yeah, I don't, I think this is just a regular draft, and it has
Yeah,
Josh Allen going in the fourth round.
yeah,
I don't know. I think I would get Josh Allen a little bit before that. I mean, I would
yeah,
take Josh Allen before fucking Drake London. I would take
yeah,
Josh Allen before Nico Collins,
yeah,
Neighbors, Shaquan
yep,
Barkley,
yep.
and CeeDee Lamb. Like I would take. He's gonna score
Yep.
fucking way more points.
Yep.
Shit, the pick might be just Josh Allen's. Fuck it, it's only one quarterback.
Yeah.
Like if you got six overall, fuck, you gonna go with Jonathan Taylor? I love me some JT, but
He was a fucking beast last year.
he is. I love JT, bro. That was like my last rookie draft where I did rookie scouting. And I remember that draft that was John Taylor, it was Swift, it was that little fucker that looked like no, that was he didn't look like an Ewok. Ewok was the Cowboys guy.
Yeah.
Cowboys guy looked like an Ewok. Ezekiel Elliott, he looked just like an Ewok. But the Chiefs guy, it was Jonathan Taylor, it was Swift, it was CMC, it was maybe a couple of the running back. It was CeeDee Lamb in there. It was T. Higgins in there. It was but I remember looking at those running backs and my favorite film, like watching film on those guys, was CMC. Not CMC. What the fuck was his name? The fucking Clyde Edwards Hilaire. CH Clyde
R-
CEH. Damn it.
For
Clyde
Kansas City?
Edwards Hilaire. He was my favorite to watch on film was him coming at LSU with Burrows and
Yeah,
Chase
I thought
and
yeah. I was in the same boat. I thought he was gonna be a beast, man. And he wasn't.
no, I liked his film the best, but like I knew JT was my number one no matter what. JT was my guy, and then Swift,
Yeah.
and then CEH. But just because CEH went with Mahomes, that's why that guy went fucking number one overall everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But we're gonna do basketball, and I'm trying. I just got into this new Discord with like 3,000 people, so I'm gonna try to start my redraft league that I have, and the
Yeah.
redraft league that I have is called the Epic 100. So there's seven divisions of 14 teams. There's so
Holy
there's
shit.
there's seven different drafts, just like we did, and there's two
Yeah.
different leagues. But there's
Yep.
seven different leagues, seven different drafts, but we have IDPs. So, but I do positionless fantasy football. So just like with basketball, like there's no in the All-Star game, there might be no center, or maybe small forwards are playing center now in basketball. Like it's just, play small ball. It's whatever you
Yeah.
want to do. So it's one quarterback, eight flex. So
Holy shit.
one quarterback, eight flex, one
Damn.
super flex, and then five IDP flex. So you can pick a linebacker, a defensive back, a defensive lineman, whatever you want to build. I'm not here to tell you how to draft your team. Draft your team the way you want. So it's all flex and a quarterback and a super flex. And
Dude,
then
that's one thing I've never done is done the defensive positions, the IDPs. I've never played fantasy football doing that.
it's cool, man. I prefer it instead of playing with the defense. Because with the
Yeah.
defense, like you can't really watch the game and see your players do well. Like when you watch the game and you got a running back or a wide receiver, you can see them do well, and you're like, yeah, I need that guy to
Yeah.
get the ball.
Yeah.
Now you're watching the defensive side, so you have a linebacker, and it
Yeah.
could be let's just say you've got Smith, Roquan Smith from Baltimore, and
Yeah.
he's blitzing and tackling, and you got um, JJ Watt's brother, and he's getting you three sacks a game, or Like
Yeah.
it makes the other side of the but it's 1 point per tackle, just like it's 1 point for PPR, like 1 point
Yeah.
per reception. So if you're
Yeah.
thinking you get 1 point per tackle, then my linebackers are probably the most coveted guys. Like I want to get these middle linebackers that are getting a lot of tackles and then
Right.
and sacks and
Yeah.
I mean I like it. So you draft your teams and then everybody combines into one league. There's no more divisions. Everybody, so it's 7 copies per player. So
Yeah.
once we do all those separate 7 drafts, everybody comes into one league. And from weeks 1 through 11, it's just total points scored. So there's 98 total teams. I call it the Epic 100 because I'm just rounding up. It looks
Right.
better.
Hell yeah.
And a brand wise, I put the Epic and
Hmm.
the 100 sign. So total points. So after week 11, the top 64 teams make it into the March Madness bracket. Now we got seeds. We got 4 number 1 seeds, 4 number 2 seeds, yada yada. We have that whole fucking bracket.
Hell
And it's
yeah.
fucking March Madness, man. You win, you move on. You win, you move on. And I think we had, and with 100 teams at $50 a pop, we had like 5 grand. So like the winner was getting $1,500. And you're only paying $50, and you
Yeah.
can get 7 teams if you wanted.
Right.
And I would give you discounts if you got more teams because it was hard to
Right.
fucking fill, bro. I need a
Yeah.
hundred fucking people. It's hard
That's
to
fucking a
fill.
lot, man.
So if you got more teams, I'd give you discounts on everything. But
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun, man. So I'm gonna try to fill that, but if it don't happen this year, that's okay. I'm barely getting my leagues back together. Like baseball was my very first one, getting it back together just because
Yeah.
baseball was going. Now I'm getting
Yeah.
football back and then a
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
basketball. But they're all the same format. Everything's the same. Same
Yeah.
contract, same it's all the same
Yeah.
shit, just different balls,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I mean, you talking about that IDP shit. It's like I think it was Cleveland last year was a fucking perfect example. They had a phenomenal defense. Defense, sorry. Had a few fucking beers. Uh had a phenomenal defense, but they didn't force any turnovers. They didn't have a whole lot of sacks. So while the scores were low, but on a fantasy aspect of it, you wasn't getting a whole lot of points. And having that IDP, you can invest into one player or something like that instead of uh, a defense.
Yeah. Like guy on the Browns, that fucking defensive end looks like fucking Macho Man times 6. Fuck, what's his name? Uh, uh, fuck, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I've had too many beers. I wish I had some more, damn it. I wish I had some more. I ain't got no more beers. What's that defensive end for the Browns? Fuck.
I'm sure Google knows.
Shit, I don't know. Fuck, what's his name? Carl
Uh,
Everett? No.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett. Yes, that guy had 15 plus touchdowns, but not touchdowns, 15 plus sacks every year, sometimes 20. The guy's
Yeah,
a fucking monster. And you're getting 3.5 points for a sack. So and plus a tackle for a loss, you're getting a point. A tackle, you're getting a point. So if you get a sack, that's 3 points plus a tackle for a loss. That's another 3 points plus the tackle. That's 7 points right there. And let's say you had a forced fumble and a fumble
Yeah.
recovery. Fuck, bro. You got 10, 15 points right there. Now,
Damn. Oh yeah.
does that happen a lot? No, it doesn't. But if it does, if you get a strip sack coming around the corner like Von Miller, smash, sack, strip, recover, fumble. Those are points. Interception, touchdown. Those are
Yeah.
points. Even pass deflection, that's 3 points for just being a little defensive back, safety, cornerback. They threw the ball and you tapped it and the receiver didn't get it. That's three
Yeah.
points. And if you're a good cornerback, like Pat Surtain or these guys, nobody's throwing them the ball, bro. Nobody's
Right.
throwing to that side. So they're usually throwing at the other guys. And if they get past deflections or whatever the case may be, you're getting points. So it when you're watching the game, you know, it just makes it a little better. But let's go ahead and wrap this up, my friend, and we'll do this again. We
For
got a
sure.
good baseball league going.
Yeah. Before we get off here, I got I got one thing for you. I got a question for
Okay.
you. All
Yeah.
right. Uh, you being the commissioner, what's one thing that you're happy for, and one thing that you would change being the commissioner of the league?
Mhm. I'm happy that we got a good league and there's
Yeah.
nobody like um there's no even though I didn't start the Discord and we had like three different fucking chat rooms from Messenger to
Yeah.
League and whatever. There hasn't really been a lot of fights
Yeah.
or people pissing off people.
Yeah.
So I I do like that aspect. And I guess one thing I would change would be that we would all be on Discord to begin with. Um, and but I like chats that are and my co-commish for football, and he's in
Yeah.
the Discord. Like he doesn't really think chats are relative. Like, who cares if you guys are talking about whatever, whatever? Like, I don't need to
Right.
talk about that,
Right.
but I like active chats, people talking shit. I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm just a social person.
Yeah.
But as long as everybody pays and sets their lineup and makes trades and responds to trades,
Yeah.
and for the most part, I think we have that. Right now, I can't get a hold of the Germany guy who's the Deathstroke, San Diego Deathstroke, and he's the one who wanted to create Discord in the beginning. I can't get a hold of him. So if you ever see like people or owners not setting lineups,
Yeah.
let me know. I don't know. I'm busy, especially now. I'm fucking busy. I couldn't even set my lineup
Yeah.
yesterday. Like, but
Yeah.
but I I like the group. Um, But yeah, things I would change other than the chat room. mm, I don't know, man. What would you change?
Uh, there ain't a whole lot of things that I would change. I'd maybe put to a vote or get a league wide conversation about the point scoring or at the most, but that's it, man. And I apologize for putting you on the spot there. Just kind of wanted
No,
to,
that's cool.
I just kind of wanted to throw those at you and see what you thought.
Yeah, other than that, and then some people, you know, said we need more than five IR spots. And that may be valid, you know.
It could be. It could be. That could be up for discussion because that's part of it. We have such deep rosters, even though being only what 14 teams per league, you know, it could be. It's a difficult situation to navigate, but it's something that everybody has to navigate. And whether you have to navigate it this year or next year or whatever, you're gonna have to navigate that thing.
Dude, I drafted people to my IR. So when I
Me,
started the season, my IR was full. I had Wheeler, I had Rondon, I had this
yeah,
guy and that
yep,
guy. And dude, I drafted guys to my IR. So like, and it's been easy because if somebody came off the IR, I just switched them. Like, let me
right,
just switch this guy with IR who's healthy and let me put somebody else on IR. So I haven't had to drop anybody or have to make room. Uh, you know,
yeah.
so
I mean, that's lucky on your end. I think I've dropped every bit of 4 or 5 players already because of not having enough spots and things of that nature. But I mean, it's part of it. It's part of navigating because I'm not gonna drop Roman Anthony or I'm not gonna drop a high end kind of player. It's roster decisions and every bit of it is part of it, you know. And so you got to do what you got to do. And while those decisions may be hard right now, they might not be in the future. So
yeah, and I think another thing is I wish more people would want to be on do the podcast. Um,
yeah, for sure, Bo.
because
Absolutely.
I don't like doing it by myself.
Fuck no. Who the fuck wants to hear themselves talk
Yeah.
for an hour fucking
Yeah.
long?
Yeah, and then me and my other guy, Ian, he's a contract GM and he runs other leagues. So me and him do the podcast usually. But yeah, I wish more people would jump on and talk about their teams and it'd be more of a league focused because that's all I'm doing it on is the leagues. I'm
Right.
not like
Yeah.
some, you know, of these other podcasts that are like talking crazy about analytics and this and who you should draft and
Yeah.
like I want to do it on the on our leagues and I want to make fun of people who made bad trades and all that kind of shit.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man, but this is the beginning, man, and we're gonna see what happens with the playoffs. I'm what I'm happy is everybody paid. That's what
Yeah.
I'm happy, That's the hard part. Like with football, I got a bunch of guys that are in, but they haven't paid, and some of them ain't responding. And at a
Yeah.
certain point, you just got to be like, okay, I got to get somebody else, that's gonna come in and pay.
Yeah. Which we're I mean, you you got to be thankful for the baseball league as far as that. But when it comes to football, I mean, we're not even in training camps yet. So, I mean, you are the commissioner and you're trying to fill this league up, and you've got all these fucking players and all that. So there's a lot that comes into it. I don't envy your situation in that aspect. If it comes down to it, hey, you need a player. I'll probably jump in some football.
Yeah, man, we'd love to have you. Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. And I'm pretty um lenient. Like if you need time, as long as you tell me you need time, I'm cool with that, man.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
part of it is like you don't respond for 2 weeks. And it's like,
yeah,
okay, like obviously you're not committed. And that's the most important part when filling the league is you want guys that are like, yeah, let's play. I want to beat your ass. I'm gonna beat everybody's ass. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Yeah,
yeah,
that's those are guys I want. But yeah, it's going good. You know, we got football coming, and football's gonna be fun. We're
yeah,
just waiting on Fantrax because Fantrax hasn't. I like Fantrax.
yeah.
That's where I run my contract leagues. A new one's out for football. It's called Tycoon. I don't know if you've seen that or heard about that,
Nope.
but it's called
Uh-uh.
Tycoon. It's out there and it looks just like Sleeper. Have you ever played Sleeper?
No.
Oh, you never played Sleeper. So Sleeper, it just has a really cool modern interface. So shit's modern and like on your rosters you might have like I can't make a good example right now, but like it might say Travis Kelsey is your tight end, but his nickname is like Swifty or something. Like it's it's cool stuff like that that's on there.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
it's just a really cool interface. Like you played MFL.
Nope. I ain't done that.
MFL is it looks like a 1980s computer, but MFL is like, but and Fantrax is not really user friendly if you've never used it before. You know,
No,
it's
I've
not,
got,
you
yeah.
know, it's not hip and new. So
Right.
these are just newer and they look cooler and there's better graphics and stuff like that. Um,
Right.
yeah. All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. I appreciate you coming on tonight. We're in the
Absolutely, man.
we're in the thick of it in this playoff push as we get into the last half of the season. And I hope you jump on with Dynasty Dickz next time. And to all of those that are listening, remember to tell the rest of your league mates how much of a better owner you are.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. See you, bro.
See you, man.